Today is January 31st, 2015, and this is an awesome word from the Lord. I respect you. And I was crying out to the Lord and just saying, Lord, I am craving to be respected in this life. And the Lord spoke to me, I respect you. And God says this to all people, obviously. But it's a divine three-word phrase that divides by three beautifully, because God is three persons. God ordained this phrase to be exactly what it is, letter by letter, number by number, for His mathematical glory. So, I respect you. If you live for God, if you are walking in love with the Lord, He respects you, and that's all the respect you need. You don't need the respect of people. You need the respect of God who made you. So I respect you. It's just beautiful for the number three. The grand total is already there, 156. And then you can insert Jehovah in after the I. So I, comma, Jehovah, respect you. What more can you ask for in life? When you bow your knees before the King of the universe and these words come out of His mouth, I, Jehovah, respect you. You have officially achieved success. That is success. The definition of success is pleasing God. So, just beautiful. I love, I, God's favorite word and letter to start every sentence. I is 3 times 3, number 9. I is the 9th letter of the alphabet, which is 3 times 3, because God is three persons. And then that R is a double of that, so now you got a triple of 9s, just boom, right off the bat, and we solve Jehovah. And then, 24, 888, 21 plus 7. It's amazing, the word respect. See how this word respect is meant to knit together into phrases like this? And this is the best phrase of all. I respect you. And I got a divine phrase for my younger brother, Jonathan, the other day, when I said, I respect your decision. I asked him if he wanted to do something, help me to deliver some newspapers. He said, no, I'm going to stay here. He was playing piano at the time. And I said, I respect your decision. Respect. But that divine phrase divides by 3. I respect your decision. I respect you. I respect you. Man, that's so huge. I could preach on respect, especially as it is craved by men in particular. Men crave this feeling of respect and appreciation. Women crave to be loved. Everyone craves to be respected, but I respect you. Okay, so 18, 24, 21. So what's really cool is this makes another 24 here. Just genius. Like, it's just accelerating. It's just perfect. And then the T and the Y knit together, and then these two guys divide by 3. I respect you. That's a divine word that I got from Jehovah. And when I hear the voice of the Lord with something this touching, I fell to the ground and wept. Got tears going. Because this is the whole goal of my life, is to please the living God. I respect you. And so when I heard that word from the Lord, I was deeply moved. I respect you. And now I just want to preach on the heart. And God has been speaking to me lately, this 2-word phrase, heart only, or only heart. Like saying, Derek, whenever you have to make a decision in life, whenever you come to guide yourself, you make a decision, choose that which is where your heart is. Choose heart only. I just think there needs to be way more emphatic, passionate, sensitive, incredibly, with fear and trembling, preaching about people and the worth of people and the infiniteness of people and life. When you have a baby, that's an infinite soul that is born into the story of God, that lives for eternity in heaven. Like, this is so expensive. Everything is so expensive. And we need preachers talking about, like, the expensiveness of human life. We need prime ministers and politicians talking about the expensiveness of human lives. And we need them living an example of minimal possessions and low greed and, like, minimalistic living, so that the people are set free from all of this pursuit of money, pursuit of dead things, pursuit of objects, pursuit of houses, pursuit of dead things. People are sacrificing their infinite lives and souls and hearts for all of these dead things. And we need an awakening, and we need real preachers, and we need real speakers in the pulpit and in the prime minister's stand and in the political arenas that keep bringing people back to the human worth and human value and the value of a soul and the value of humankind. And we need people to live an example of simple living with no possessions other than what they need to be happy, like basics. Read about all the prophets of the Bible, how they possessed nothing, and God and others were their lives. I mean, I'm just crying out because the world is just drop kick the possessions, drop kick the career pursuits. Things have gotten so far from human heart and from love. But the value of every moment. I was just playing some really touching life love songs that I've had in my past by God's Ordinance, and I've just been a flood of memories. Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You. Elton John, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? These incredibly heart-stirring, heart-crying, nostalgic love songs that just chew up your soul and say, I need to live every single moment to the fullest. Life is so incredibly romantic. I just can't stand it when people talk unromantically, when they talk unepically, when they talk just businesslike. It's just demonic. It's so dead. It's so devoid of anything of value. It's not what the human soul needs to hear, what it longs to hear. You are expensive. You are infinite. You live forever. You have one life. God is glorious. Every moment is precious. You have friends that are exceedingly valuable. You've got a family that was ordained for you that you need to be in love with. You need to tell someone that they're awesome. You need to cry out to God with all of the emotions inside of you. Let it out. Get as raw and honest with God tonight as you can. Be emotional. Listen to music that calls to remembrance the beauty of life and the eternal vision of God. Go to scenery, taking one of those airplane rides where you're above the clouds and the people are so small beneath, and there's sun setting over the clouds and there's colors everywhere, and you just are just floored by the bigness of God. Remind yourself that nothing is impossible for God. Remind yourself that the words of God, that we're solving mathematically, are eternal. They last forever. Every word that you speak is ordained by heaven. God is perfect. He speaks English, therefore English is perfect. That's why we study English to the detail. And then you listen to music with English, like Bryan Adams. I just had that song in the loop while I was cleaning up. Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You. Love controls everything. Love motivates everything. We need a love awakening. We need a love revolution. We need a truth awakening. I just want to see people set free to live a life of heart. I am sick and tired of hearing about business and work and money and transactions and efficiency and go, and no time for love, and no time for the kids, and no time for the wife, and no time for the friends, and it's just hockey talk and just runaround talk and sports talk. Where are the romantics of the world? Where are the preachers with words of fire that are placing worth on the people that is the worth due their name? We need people that bring people back to their worth. Speakers, politicians, orators, men who will be ordained by God in public to remind people how expensive they are in this story. It's not about anything else other than the glory of God in man. And, you know, for forever. Like, it just, do whatever you have to do to get back to your heart. Listen to a piece of music. Pull out some old memories. Call upon God for a stirring. But life is so precious. It's so precious. Like, it's so expensive, and people are expensive. And we need to talk about this in the school system. Oh, I can't stand it when I see children and young people treated like drones, saying, here, do this assignment. I want to see the young kids fed the words. You are awesome, you're expensive, you're one of a kind in world history, you're made in the image of God, you've got talents, you've got dreams, you've got things that are unique to you. Oh my goodness, we've got too little hope, there's too little encouragement for the young, too little worth, where worth is due. And we aren't romantic enough. Our words aren't poetic enough. Our words are not epic enough. The words on our lips are never epic enough for how the story really is and for how expensive people really are. Did you know that there's several trillion cells in your body actively churning away, doing the miracles that God ordained them to do? And we throw people into fast food joints. We're sending our young to work at fast food restaurants for, like, it's unbelievable how we're mistreating people. I want to see a ton of people awakened in their heart. I want to see a ton of people, you know, I pray that everyone falls madly in love in life. I pray everyone falls madly in love with God and madly in love with whoever He can give to you. We need more love songs. We need more songs like Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You. We need more musicians that are filled, just absolutely taken by the Spirit of God and just compose unbelievable love songs. God is love. Anything that you do for the cause of love will last. It will last forever. I think we forget just how precious a single day is and how much can happen in a single week. Who knows? Bryan Adams might have created that whole song in less than a couple of weeks, and it's affecting millions of people, and it's inspiring love in all sorts of languages and all over the world. Just like, that's why I'm recording this video. I'm like, some generation will be encouraged by my words. Like, just something. Just, people are awesome. Nothing is impossible for God. We should see a total revolution. We should see political arenas change. We should see leadership filled with the Spirit of God. And I want to see people's self-esteem be what it's supposed to be. Like, oh my gosh. When I think about standing in front of a crowd of people, I'm like, there is so much expensiveness here. There is so much worth here. There is so much glory here that is so infinite. Who is capable of this level of glory? Who is capable of managing this insane level of worth? Only God is. I would just so call people to their worth and the love of God. How much can you love God in this life? How much can you love someone else? Like, how much can you love yourself? You need to love yourself. And just push aside other garbage, you know? Let's get epic in our speaking. Let's get epic in our thinking about the worth of each other. Let's not cheapify, like, be romantic. That's honestly, you've got to be romantic at all times. Nothing is impossible for God. You've got to believe in the impossible. You've got to believe God for everything. And you've got to talk to God romantically. You've got to think about the ideal that God could perform on earth and in your life. You've got to think of the ideal. You've got to ask for the gold medal. You've got to ask for the most that God could do. And let families get back together again. Let families fall in love with each other again. I have a passion for the biological family. God has placed that inside of me. Okay, there are people that do works of many sorts. I am very passionate about biological family, biological family, biological family. Even before the church existed, folks, back in the Garden of Eden, it was the biological family that God ordained to be the gold medal love unit of the world. And I just have a passion. I want to see divorce come to an end. I want to see lovers rise up and be amazingly faithful. God has put in me an insane passion for loyalty and sticking together with someone. Loyalty.